In a matter of days, everything changed. Winds over 150 miles per hour, entire neighborhoods submerged, and billions of dollars in damage. Hurricanes, these force-of-nature events, aren't just disrupting lives. They're distorting the entire U.S. economy, and it's happening more than ever before. But wait, how does a hurricane affect an economy that's supposed to be as stable and resilient as the U.S.? You'd think we'd just clean up, rebuild, and get back to business, right? Well, not quite. Chapter 1. The immediate destruction. All right, picture this. It's hurricane season. You've got companies shutting down, people evacuating, and an entire supply chain on pause. No one's shopping, no one's producing, and entire industries are at a standstill. That alone is a massive hit to the economy. Cue funny visual of someone blowing away stacks of dollar bills. It's like someone taking the U.S. economy, shaking it violently, and then waiting for all the loose change to spill out of everyone's pockets. But that's just the beginning. The economic destruction isn't just about what happens during the storm. Oh no, the real distortion comes afterward. Chapter 2. The Rebuilding Paradox. Here's the kicker. Once the storm passes, economists cheer because, get this, rebuilding creates jobs. It boosts spending. You've got construction companies, insurance adjusters, even fast food joints in these areas seeing a spike in business. It's the economic equivalent of knocking down your Lego tower just so you can have the fun of building it back up again. But here's the thing. Rebuilding is an illusion of economic growth. Sure, there's an uptick in activity, but it's not real progress. It's not a new factory opening or groundbreaking tech innovation. It's just cleaning up the mess Mother Nature made. Chapter 3. Inflation and Supply Chain. Chaos. Now let's talk about inflation, because that's where things start getting weirder. Hurricanes don't just affect local economies, they ripple through the national and even global markets. Think about it. Major ports, oil refineries, and agricultural hubs often sit right in the crosshairs of these storms. When one of these places takes a hit, it's not just a local problem anymore. Cut to a map showing the Gulf Coast, ports, and supply lines being disrupted. Chapter 4. The Job Market Roller Coaster. You might be wondering, okay, but doesn't job growth usually bounce back after these storms? Well, yes and no. On the one hand, you do see a temporary spike in jobs for cleanup and rebuilding. But on the other hand, you've got entire sectors, like tourism and hospitality, that could be down for the count for months, if not years. Chapter 5. The Long-Term Distortion. The scariest part. We're seeing these extreme weather events more often, and the economy is struggling to keep up. What we used to call freak weather is now becoming a regular occurrence. If you're wondering how that affects the long-term health of the U.S. economy, here's your answer. It creates instability and unpredictability, and investors hate unpredictability. Financial markets get jittery, companies become hesitant to expand, and consumers tighten their belts. It's like the economy is constantly playing catch-up, but never really getting ahead. And here's where the distortion gets even crazier. These disasters affect GDP growth in ways that are hard to measure. While we might see temporary surges due to rebuilding efforts, the long-term impact, especially on small businesses and lower-income communities, is devastating. The recovery period can stretch out for years, and some areas never fully bounce back. So, what do you think? Is the U.S. doing enough to address the economic fallout from these disasters, or are we stuck in a never-ending loop? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on future content that dives deep into the world's most pressing economic issues. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.